Oh, hello, friend. How are you doing today? Not gonna answer? Fine by me. You know, it wouldn't kill you to say something to me once in a while. I mean, it's not like you get to talk to anyone else. And that just sucks. I mean, my partners are always like, Sherry, you can't stay in your lab alone for 6 months. You'll go crazy. It's the whole humans are social beings thing. Actually, you aren't human anymore. Well, you are, just not a normal human. The fiend. Monster. But you're a monster too. And I am totally a monster. I own it. Being normal is so boring. Besides, I bet you're trying to insult me, and I could pull the whole pontiff thing and go, whether or not you believe me to be a monster is irrelevant. But guess what? This isn't the church. So I'm just gonna boop you on the forehead and say you are so right, my fiendish friend. I am a monster. And so are you. We're in the madhouse together, buddy. So try to have fun with it. Speaking of fun, let's go to that test range again. I mean, come on, don't give me that look. I am literally asking you to go to a place where, if I did things right, you will move things with your mind. Doesn't that sound awesome? Don't you want to literally throw a knife and have it come back to you like a boomerang? Am I gonna have to carry you again? You probably don't remember, but I had to before. What? Don't think I can? Oh, fiendy. Have you forgotten that I am, like, so in with Jordy? That king never minds giving me what I want as long as I do the research, so I have tons of cool cybernetic stuff. I mean, I told you I was a monster, as in not totally human. And I wasn't lying. I can carry like 5 times your weight, so if you'd rather not walk, I'm okay with that. Crying. Hey, shh. Let me sit here next to you. Listen, fiendy, I'm not trying to kill you, okay? I'm not even risking something that would kill you. Not only are you a very good product of my work, but you didn't do something too terrible. That's what they told me. Listen, all the time they send me these people like, this guy killed his entire family. This guy blew up a building. This girl tried to assassinate someone. And I'm like, I don't have to feel bad about basically using them as expendable tools. Yay! But for you, they said you did something bad, but not that bad. I don't remember what it is, but I know it was one of the rare ones that made me go, meh, I'll be careful. So you aren't going to die, okay? But that doesn't mean you can get all comfortable and start disobeying me, fiendy. Experiments are always more painful for the subject if they don't willingly take part. Plus, I mean, you've been smart enough to actually not fight back, which makes you much smarter than the rest of the people I deal with. But hey, if you somehow lose a few IQ bits, just know that my arms hide some tools, and my hands can be quite shocking. Anyway, am I carrying you? Oh, I knew you'd come around. Come on, follow me. This place is a maze sometimes. Well, that's kind of the point, but I know where to go, so I am so excited for this. Basically, a few days ago, I did some stuff with your hands while you were out. Oh, shush, that's nothing new. Plus, this is super cool. You have a small amount of this elemental alloy in there that's connected to your nervous system, so you should be able to move other things like it with your mind. It'll probably take some getting used to, but once you get it, it should be fun. Okay, now we've got a bunch of stuff in here for you. Now, you see this cube? You see how it has that little purple glowy mark on it? Now, just take your hand and lay it against the mark. See? You should feel a bit of a tingle there. Now, this will sound weird, kinda, but you feel where that tingle is in your palm? Put a lot of energy towards that. Like you're flexing your muscles really hard trying to pull something. Interesting. Hold on, let me use my little thing here. Do it again real quick. I see. Let me just... There. Oh, did that hurt? Come on, it can't have hurt that badly. I only rearranged your nervous system. Wiring these neurons is so not fun. It's all trial and error. It was like a 50-50 when I first put the alloy in. Try it now. I just had some nanites rearrange some connections in your hand, so it should work now. Wow, you did it. I mean, you didn't catch it, but you did it. This is so cool. Let's try another thing. Now, try the opposite. Try pushing. Wow. Now take this and try to control it more. Try to have it float in your mind. Be one with the cube, my fiendish friend. This is so cool. Now, try to move it back and forth, like, whip it back and throw it forward super hard. Nice form. But don't throw it at me when I give you the knife. I can't get a good view of your form if my body repulses the blade. Nice. Not bad. Again. There. This is so cool. Now, I have another thing for you. See this knife? It has the mark on the base of the handle. Now, theoretically, if you push this right when you throw it, it'll make it spin really fast like a buzzsaw, which will, make it more lethal. Anyway, can you try? Try with that target over there. Close. Try again. Here's another one. It's a weird thing, so I don't blame you for not getting it immediately. Oh, wow. You actually got it. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it's proof that it works. Again, here's another one. So cool. Now, try to call the knife back to you. That's fair. It could cut you. But if it somehow comes back blade first, I'll catch it. How about that? I don't want you to get hurt either. Good. Now, give it a try. Look at that. Doesn't that seem so cool? Now, you can throw and retrieve and throw and retrieve and do it over and over and over again so you have unlimited buzzsaw in your hands. Anyways, that's all. I know you're probably a tiny bit tired, so let's get back to your room. Am I gonna have to carry you this time? Aw, with that face, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you enjoy it when I carry you. Now let's go. Oh, come on, you so do enjoy it when I carry you. I can tell from those tiny little goosebumps you get. Isn't that what people call them? Plus, I'm always so gentle and my skin is pretty soft, all things considered. Are you like some guys out in the real world where they want that kind of thing from an older woman? You could even call me. Okay, I'm just joking. Look, while you were in there, I moved a better, bigger bed in here for you. It's super comfy, or so I've been told. That's why I picked it. Oh, it was one of the other me's. Don't worry about it. It's because you've been so good recently. As long as you're good, I don't mind giving you gifts. Now, is there anything else? Huh? You seem like you want to say something. You know what? You behaved today. Not only that, but you did really well, so I'll humor you. I don't have anything going on for a while, so I'll let you ask those questions that seem to be on the tip of your tongue. I'll even come and sit next to you. By the way, I hope the bed I gave you is nice. Since you've been playing nice recently, I could reward you again. I don't know what I'd give you, though. That's an interesting question, but I don't mind answering it. The short answer is no. The long answer is yes, but not exactly. You know me as Sherry Sue, but that's just my latest name. I think of myself as human, but others might classify me as artificial intelligence. That's both true and untrue. It's relatively simple. Around 200 years ago, I took a gamble. I designed a device to roughly translate my brain into a digital format, and with some luck, I pulled it off. It took decades to clean up the data, but once it was ready, I made a new body and placed myself into it, just in time for my mortal body to fail. No, there's no one like me. As I said, it took decades of constant work from a genius to clean up the data. There's no technology, even today, that can cleanly digitize a human mind. It's not impossible, but even the greatest alien minds have yet to make significant process of the idea. That's an interesting question. It's funny because I'm not like the pontiff or his clergy. I wasn't born into a noble family. I was lucky enough to be born a tenacious savant with a flexible mind. In other words, I learned things extremely fast, and I always had the drive to keep it up. By the age of 40, I was one of the foremost biologists in the world, and soon after, the pontiff brought me into the fold. I was born with a good head on my shoulders, and that's the only reason I didn't spend my entire life kicking around the back streets of Agen where I grew up. Other me's? Oh, that's basically like, imagine robots that are like humanoid, but they're controlled by me like puppets. They can't do things I do, so they're not like clones. They're just like, they do stuff like manual labor. That's really most of the things they do, like moving your bed in here. Well, if you want to know what the real me is, as I said before, I'm an AI. You could say my real self is on a series of supercomputers across the country, at least in a technical sense. But that's not entirely true. I'm still here in the way that my consciousness is here in this body. The aforementioned supercomputers help me do crazy stuff like controlling all the puppets I do at once along with my body. Imagine if your brain had a connection to another bigger brain that only existed so it could make you think faster and about more things. But you're still in your body. That's how I see it. This is such an interesting experience. This talk that we're having. I haven't talked to someone like this in 1,276 days. Yes, 3.49589 years to be exact. I've been in this black site the whole time since. Like, my body. As I explained earlier, there are no other researchers here. Just my puppets and other bodies, or whatever you want to call them. The only people I interact with are subjects, and you're the only one that even remotely bothers to listen to what I say. You think it's surprising, do you, that I'm not half bad to talk to? That word. Evil. Is that how you view me? As someone who does this for sadistic purposes or something similar? There have been times when I have hidden things from you, Fiendy. This time, I'll be entirely clear. Perhaps you won't believe me, but it's the truth. Not once in the history of this program, in the 476 years that it has existed since the year 1920, has sadism ever been a motivation for my experiments. This knowledge and technology was not once intended to be weaponized against other human beings. It has always had one objective and one objective only. The fringe, Fiendy. Since the dawn of humanity, we have been in a fight for survival in the past 1,000 years or two. We've driven the rot to a stalemate, but the attack on the University of Discovery in 2112 proved that this fight is far from over. It is intelligent. It evolves. It changes. It's in an arms race with us. Humanity has had to innovate. As we do, it does too, and there's a problem. It looks like we could lose. Yes, the 24th century has been a slowdown of scientific achievement to a pace not seen since the beginning of the Pax Diegenia in the 22nd century. Perhaps the operation of these experiments is less than normal, but it's become less terrible over time. Our current Supreme Pontiff limits these experiments to those that have committed and been convicted of capital crimes. Even then, I reserve the worst for the worst offenders, as I stated previously. My research is one of the few fields that hasn't slowed down in the dark age of technology we're entering into as the 25th century comes in a few years. Do you understand? I do what I do so I can save our species. Perhaps you disagree on the morality, but the Fringe has no morality, Fiendy. Some things are worth clinging to, but ignore the evolution of the battlefield at your peril. If the sacrifice of a few criminals can save the life of our species, it is a sacrifice I will make. Anyway, you look a little tired. I should, probably leave you alone so you can sleep. Yeah, is there anything else you wanted to ask about? No? Okay, then I will see you again soon, Fiendy. Bye-bye!